Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
There's no substitute for experience, the knowledge gained from having been there before, and the passion to share what you know to make everyone around you better. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
The Indiana Fever have to do something. You cannot let her get hit like this.
No.
Because it's not just you're allowing people to think this is okay. It's you're allowing her to think that you don't have her back.
Yes.
Like whatever you think of her on a personal level, she is wherever you're going. If you're a member of that franchise, wherever you're going, it's where she's taking you.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. We have another edition. This will be the third edition of the Debate Club. You guys are going to sell a shoe to Mr. Bennett Doyle, our producer over here.
Oh, yeah.
I saw these.
I've seen these.
I saw these on social media too.
It's the perfect house shoe.
I know, right?
Like, yeah, it's not even a house shoe. I bet you they're really comfortable. You know, you heard of unisex. This is unifoot. Oh, my God.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Grizz Girls are no ordinary dance team. They're known across the NBA for setting the standard for world-class dance and entertainment. From hip-hop to jazz, the Grizz Girls do it all. And they're looking for talented dancers with dynamic personalities to join the team. Do you have what it takes to join a premier NBA dance team and entertain Grizz Nation both on the court and in the community? Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information and show us what you've got at open auditions Saturday, July 13th.
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 crispy tender wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
What's her name? Susie, the one with the
Miss
steamboat.
Susie had a steamboat. The steamboat had a bell. Ding, ding. Miss Susie went to heaven. The steamboat went to hello, operator. Please give me number 9. And if you disconnect me, I'll kick you from behind the refrigerator.
There was a piece of glass. Miss Susie sat upon it and broke her little.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I think we have the college basketball title futures. UConn's number 1.
I really like Houston. I'd have them winning it all, but you can't be giving Drake jerseys. What is wrong with you?
Maybe the Drake curse is stronger in college basketball.
How long has he been riding with Kentucky?
He wore an Alabama jersey and Saban retired.
The Odds Couple with Rob Fisher, Lang Whitaker, John Roser, and CJ Hurt, live Thursdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Mike did his favorite black films of all time. Mike, where we at?
If there's one movie I know every single line to, it is Coming to America.
There we go.
It is Coming to America. It can come on any time of any day, and I'm going to stop and watch at least 20 minutes of it.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Monday, July 8th, 2024 edition of the show. Today on the show, the Summer Grizz are going to be in action tonight in Salt Lake City for the Utah Summer League before they head to the Vegas Summer League. There's a big trade in the NBA. This weekend, the Major League Baseball All-Stars are announced. We got all the news and notes from the weekend. We got 10 things to get to. Let's do it. Turn it up. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right, we got a ton of stuff to get to. It was a pretty busy weekend, and we have had some time off. Now we are going to be embracing basketball once again as the Grizzlies Summer League team is going to be in action tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday. Then they have one off day, and then they're playing on Friday, and then they're playing on Monday. So they are going to be playing in the Utah Summer League, and then they're going to be headed to Las Vegas, where we will be there for the first part of the Vegas Summer League and doing the show live there with the whole crew. But the Zach Edey debut is tonight at 8 o'clock, and you're going to be able to watch it via the Grind City Media app. Also, I think it's going to be on some TV channels somewhere, so you will be able to see it, and I would imagine we'll be talking about that a lot. But we got a bunch of stuff to get to from the weekend before we get to anything. Welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, Senor Sack, a.k.a. Johnny Backpole, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Neckcarb, John Lance. He is Yogi Roser.
What up?
Hello, John. Devin Walker is in Salt Lake City. We'll be catching up with him throughout the week, and then obviously he will rejoin us when we head out to Las Vegas at the end of the week. Kelsey Wright Johnson is here. She is Brampton's finest. She is the Nordstrom Rack Trap Queen. She is Puerto Rico's favorite reporter. She is the ketchup chip connoisseur.
Sin City Yeti! It's pouring out.
It is?
What the heck?
Wow.
When did that happen?
I don't know.
It was humid as heck this morning, so that makes sense.
It was humid as heck this morning, and there you see outside of our studio.
That happened like right now.
It just started pouring. Who knew? Right when the show was going to begin.
That's crazy.
All right. They wanted everybody to get indoors for the show. Let's do 10 things, Roser.
I love 10 things.
I know you do. Number one, the Grizzlies finalized their Summer League roster and are going to be playing tonight. As we mentioned, they're going to be playing tonight in Utah. The roster is as follows. Jalen Wells, who they drafted, who is wearing number 0.
Because
nobody believed in him.
No one.
Now, if that is not his story, we are going to have to get him to change his story, much like we did Jacob Gilliard before. We've had a run of 0s now because right when D'Anthony Melton left, right, we moved right into Jacob Gilliard.
Yeah.
Now we're moving right into Jalen Wells.
Yeah.
Scottie Pippen Jr. is going to be playing on the Summer League team. Jake LaRavia. Are we surprised that Jake LaRavia is on there?
That's the one that I wondered about.
I'm not.
No?
Just because of how, he's been through injuries the last couple of years. And so I don't think he's actually been able to, fully develop what I think either the coaches want him to be or him.
I don't think, and I didn't check it at the end of the season. I don't think he's gotten to what would be a full season of NBA games.
72, 73
Yeah,
games.
he's played.
Is that right?
He's played 35 games each season. So
70.
70,
yeah.
Wow.
On the dot.
Wow.
And his minutes went from 12 to 23, obviously, with
yeah, right.
The extended rules that everyone had this year.
Yep.
So I'm not surprised. I know
2 injury-plagued years.
Yeah.
You're not surprised?
Yeah.
No.
He's going to cook.
Guess not.
Because he spent a lot of time in the G League this year, too, trying to develop. Was there just another developing opportunity to prove?
Timmy Allen, what do I need to know, Roser, since you're Mr. Hustle?
We love Timmy Allen.
Love Timmy. Super nice guy. Jaron didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
Even though he played with him. Timmy kind of...
I don't remember him on the Grizzlies either.
Yeah.
No, you would. He's, cool. He has a little dog.
He's cool and has a little dog. Okay, those are big things.
As far as on the court, you want to know about on the court.
All these guys live in your building, right? So that's how you know them all.
He's not amazing at anything. Can kind of just...
I think the last guy you said this to me about was Vince Williams, so it's probably...
Hey.
I was about to say Timmy Allen needs to be a guy who brings a lot of energy on the defensive end. We'll see if he's developed his shot at all, but he was not really that for the hustle.
Okay.
Yeah.
DJ Jeffries, we know from his high school days, we know from his Memphis days, we know from his Mississippi State days. I like seeing a local name.
That's the local guy who will play for the hustle. The hustle usually have one of those local guys that play for the team, and they hadn't had that last year.
Not really.
So, yeah, but they had in the past. So he'll probably be
we got Isaiah Miller, unfamiliar with his work.
He played on the Stars the last 2 seasons.
Oh, he did?
So that's friend to foe.
Gotcha.
No, foe to friend.
Kevin Harris? Kevon Harris? Do we know if it's Kevon or Kevon? Kevon!
Kevon! What if he's French?
Maybe.
Kevon.
Zach Edey, we know him.
We know him.
And he is wearing 14. Cam Spencer, we know him from his Connecticut days and obviously getting drafted in the 50s by the Grizzlies. Kyle Castellan? Unfamiliar with his work.
Yeah, don't know him.
He's 28.
Freddie G.
No Freddie G.
We know Freddie Gillespie.
We love
Energy.
Freddie G. is
Energy,
back.
Yeah, energy.
Then we got Gigi Jackson the second.
We know Gigi.
We know Gigi. We got Trey Jamison.
We know him.
Then we got DeJon Jarreau.
We love him. Everybody loves him.
Everybody loves Deaky.
Love Deaky.
It's a good roster for Summer League, I think.
Deaky was like G League Russell Westbrook.
Everybody loves him.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's a good Summer League roster. And the LaRavia thing I just did not know that. I guess that's why. So it's not fair to say surprised. I was, what's the word?
Intrigued.
Yeah, intrigued. Gave me a, I didn't realize. Because LaRavia, look, you say.
Well, most third-year guys don't play for us.
Most third-year guys, and it is still 70 NBA games that he's played in, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he's gotten minutes against real teams and against real players a lot. But, I mean, you wonder if this is going to be the year. So every year, and maybe it will be Gigi, maybe it will be LaRavia, maybe it will be both of them. But what I think we have seen in years past is you've seen them use the Summer League for the benefit of the younger players to get the ball in their hands and kind of make them kind of make them run the offense, and whether that was...
That happened with Dez.
It did happen with Dez. It also happened with Zaire Williams. It also happened with Santi Aldama, where they put the ball in Santi's hands quite a bit. And then, to a lesser extent, Vince Williams when he got a couple games last year.
And Roddy last year.
And Roddy, that's right. Yeah. So, I mean, I think you're going to see the ball in the hands of Laravia's had some big summer league games, too.
Yeah.
In the past, right? So it's going to be interesting to see how many games he plays, and also I would not be surprised if they like put the ball in like Laravia's hands one night, and like that's the night Scottie Pippen sits out.
Yeah.
Right? Doesn't it seem like that? And then obviously they'll have Gigi Jackson doing more like point forward stuff, you know, and trying to like start the offense. Not just like, hey, we swing it to you, now you go get a bucket or one pass, but rather kind of survey the area. I mean, this is what that I think they'll use Gigi like they tried to Zaire, right? You remember a few years ago. And so, look, the truth is everybody's going to be watching to see what Zach Edey looks like because the rookies are always the most fun thing. On a lesser extent, Jalen Wells and Cam Spencer, but been a while. I mean, like Zaire was the 10th pick overall, but we didn't have the level of excitement for Zaire that we have for Edey. I mean, you've really got to go back to really Jaren, because I know that Brandon Clark was a revelation and was absolutely awesome, MVP. But we were kind of depressed that Ja wasn't playing that year. And the Bane thing was fun, but it wasn't like we were like going crazy, right?
Ja at Summer League would have been insane.
Oh, my God. I mean, like, because that team was really good, and Brandon Clark was great. I mean, he was Summer League MVP, for goodness sakes. But, I mean, we didn't know until this is like super anticipation. Let's see what he looks like now that he's playing in the Summer League. And you guys know, I mean, if a concern is games move so fast, are you going to have to play slow when you play with Zach Edey?
Let's see.
Like, there is no slow.
No.
When it comes to Summer League. Like,
no.
It's very rare. There's a lot of terrible basketball, but it's usually not slow. Right? Like, I saw some of the scores for this weekend, and some of these teams scored like 60-something points. There's some bad basketball, but it's usually not because you're running half court versus half court.
There's no such thing as, well, hang on, guys. Let's slow it down. Let's get a good shot here.
No, it's track meets and guys trying to get there.
And so we'll see. We'll see kind of how he looks in the middle of all of that. And also, it's going to be fun to see their opponents because, you know, even with tonight, I don't know if this Walker Kessler is on their roster.
But I talked to the Jazz girl, like the sideline reporter.
Yep.
And I guess I didn't realize this. Maybe I'm just like out of the loop, but he hasn't played Summer League ever. I didn't realize that. So this is technically his first Summer League because he was USA last year.
Oh.
And then for whatever reason, his rookie year, I don't know.
Do you wonder if they're going to put him out there against Edey tonight?
Right? Or is it just Kenny versus Edey?
You look at that. Their Summer League roster is awesome.
It's stacked.
It is loaded.
It really is absolutely awesome.
It's loaded.
When I was going through, so that's who they're playing tonight. They're playing Utah. And when you look up and down, because I was looking at all the different teams in the Summer League rosters, because you see all of these different names. But Max Asmus, who we mentioned, who was the leading scorer in the country at Oral Roberts, who then went on to Texas. Armando Bacot, Darius Baisley, Isaiah Collier, Kyle Filipowski, Keontae George, Taylor Hendricks, Walker Kessler, Kenny Lofton Jr., Jason Preston, who played for us at the Hustle last year, Bryce Sensabaugh from Ohio State, Cody Williams, who was a top pick this year. I mean, that is a ton of names of which you are familiar. Usually, what happens when it comes to Summer League is there's 5 guys that you know or have an awareness of, and then there's the rest of the roster. Like, that's even how it is. Like, I mean, I think in many cases, there's a lot of people that are going to flip on the Grizzlies, and there's going to be, what? People are going to know who Gigi Jackson is. They're going to know who Zach Edey is.
Probably Scottie Pippen Jr., just the name.
Yeah, Scottie Pippen Jr. And then some will know LaRavia just because he's been around.
If you're a Grizzlies fan.
If you're on if you're on a roster for 3 years, right? There's a
or if you're into
better
cards.
awareness. Yeah. cards, or if you're really into basketball cards, Laravia is your guy. That is for sure. Yeah, big time. You got a Kenny Lofton revenge game. You got a Zach Edey debut. You got maybe Walker Kessler in the mix. Like it is going to be fun because
this is a great game to start off with.
But they have got they got a real roster. They got a real summer league roster, and so the Grizzlies were announced, and then they are going to play this game. Then they are going to play against Philly on Tuesday. Then they are going to be playing against Oklahoma City on Wednesday. Philadelphia has the kid from UCLA, Adam Bona, who we talked about leading into the draft. They got Ricky Council IV, who played at Arkansas. They've got Justin Edwards, who is the surprisingly undrafted kid from Kentucky. Then it's a blast from the past on their team. R.J. Hampton and Romeo Langford.
Shout out R.J.
How about
Hampton,
those?
Romeo Langford. Wow.
Then you have David Jones from Memphis.
Oh, wow.
On the Philly team.
Yeah.
And Jared McCain, obviously, who is TikTok star. Yeah.
Hey, R.J. Hampton's a TikToker, too. Let's
hope Jared McCain has a better career.
I saw a lot. I tell you this, I cannot get the Jared McCain changing into a dress off my algorithm.
That was funny.
It's unbelievable.
That was funny. He's funny.
Okay. Funny it is. Okay.
It was funny.
Then I became a princess overnight.
Like, that's funny. You're laughing just saying that.
I think it's Sophia the First. Isn't it Sophia the First? I think that's what it's from.
No idea.
I used to watch those shows all the time. Or maybe it's, I think it's Sophia the First.
We can look.
I mean,
it's not Shimmer and Shine. I think it's.
Sorry, I got nails, so I can't.
I mean, Young Thug is
Sophia
literally
the
wearing
First.
a dress on his album cover for his album Jeffrey, and it's an amazing album. So.
True.
Yeah.
Free Young Thug.
Yeah, free Young Thug.
And then, of course, as I mentioned, they're playing on Wednesday, Oklahoma City. Familiar names, Buddy Boeheim.
Oh, yeah. Of course, Oklahoma City has him.
Usman Jang. High pick. I've not heard much from.
Okay, so I can tell you about some of these guys if they played on their G League team. Their G League team, when I saw them,
they are the
Oklahoma City Blue.
Blue.
I told Eli, we played them back-to-back late in the season, and I said, as long as they have all of those guys, like their starting five, I was like, they could win the G League playoffs. And they ended up winning it all.
Oh!
Because they get to have their guys.
Humble brag.
So it's a humble brag.
Humble brag.
Usman Jing. Worry about physicality at the NBA level. He was awesome the first day.
Good to hear it.
The games, yeah.
The Blue is a objectively horrible name for a basketball team.
Oklahoma City.
Blue.
It's
bleh.
Yeah.
The University of Toronto is the Varsity Blues, but that's cooler.
That is cooler.
Yeah, just blue is boring.
Also, Jack Golke, who is the hero of many, taking down Kentucky.
He's responsible for John Calipari being in Arkansas.
Yep. Keontae Johnson. How about that name? From Kansas State.
He was on their G League.
He had the heart thing, right? Played at Florida.
Good.
And then,
I remember that.
Yeah, then played at Kansas State. And
short, but good.
AJ Mitchell, who's the kid they drafted, he's like the big point guard from UC Santa Barbara.
Okay.
They used a first-round pick on. Then Cormac Ryan, the white kid from North Carolina that had some big games.
Of course he's with
Devin
Oklahoma
hated
City,
him.
of course.
Cormac Ryan. And guess who else is on their team? From Memphis, Jaquan Walton is on the Oklahoma City.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oklahoma City Blue, or I guess their summer league team. So it's going to be a bunch of, look, they're playing 3 games, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
There's some storylines there.
But there are, we're going to see a lot of familiar faces. A lot of familiar faces.
Who else is on that Thunder roster?
I just named all the ones that you would be having awareness of.
Olivier Sarr?
I didn't see him.
Okay.
I only wrote down the ones that I know.
Okay.
The people that I know or that I cared about. Do you think people are going to be tuning in to see Olivier Sarr-Roser?
Oh, they see him play, they might.
Huh?
And maybe just because of Alex Sarr this year.
Yeah, he's Alex Sarr's brother. Yeah, older brother.
He is not on their team. He is not listed on their summer league team. No, not listed on their summer league team. So there are a bunch of familiar faces. How many do we think Edey plays?
2 in Utah, 2 in Vegas.
I would
What'd you say?
I would say.
So you say he plays
Honestly, 'cause
Monday and Wednesday?
Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Monday.
Yeah.
And then we're done with Edie. There's no more Edie
Yeah.
until the
I don't
fall.
think Jessica sees Edie.
Really?
No.
So you think he plays?
You hear that?
You think he plays 2 in Utah? Yeah, it's coming a hurricane outside. So you think he plays 2 in Utah and then he plays 2 in Vegas?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Laravia, probably about the same.
I would say same-ish.
Yeah,
And
I'd say-
Scotty.
yeah.
The ones that are like, you know what I mean? Like, we're going to look up and there's going to be a game with nobody.
Yeah.
The last game.
Like, truly. There's going to be
Well,
one of the.
it
There's going to
could-
be maybe
unless-
tomorrow night.
Yeah, it could.
Tomorrow
they could
night might
play-
be the one where you just don't see anybody.
But in Vegas, like, if we
Wednesday,
win-
or Wednesday nights tonight. You don't see anybody. They play them these first 2 nights, and then they don't play Wednesday.
I don't think you go back to back. I don't know.
I doubt you go back to back either.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna divvy this up, but we're not
Stagger
gonna. There
it.
ain't no way you're playing 3 straight games.
No.
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 So they got a bunch of guys. Who are you most excited to see that's not named Edie?
Gigi.
Yeah.
I want to see what Gigi
I kind of know what he can do though.
Yeah,
I've
but
seen him in an NBA game score 30.
I've seen him in. I've seen him in G League games. I mean, where he looks.
I think
like
I'd say
better than
Jalen Wells. He's a high 2nd round pick, and they must think something of him because Lord knows they got tons of wings. They used a million draft picks trying to find these wings, and Vince has been the one that separated himself from all of them.
He's a shooter, right?
Because they did it with Zaire, they did it with Laravia, they did it with David Roddy, they did it with Vince Williams. Like, they keep drafting these wings, and it's like, so what about Jalen? What about Jalen Wells is exceptional? You know, obviously, we know what kind of shooter he was, but like he has to be something that they were really sold on
They
for
saw
them to take him.
something.
Yeah, to take him. I mean, anytime. Look, those picks between 30 and 40, they pop a lot of times. You know what I mean? You can find somebody there.
Yeah.
It's a lot harder later in the draft, but you can find somebody. And so even and despite the fact that they've got all these wings, they used a pick on him. So
Yeah.
and he's wearing 0. So you know I love that.
That's awesome.
I need him
It
to be
is
good.
awesome.
I saw something and I didn't fact check it, but I saw a tweet that said Gigi is still our youngest player on the roster by more than a year.
I bet that's true.
Yeah. I mean, he's
Because none of these were one and dones. I mean,
No.
Edie's
that-
like 30.
Isn't that okay?
Jalen Wells played at 2 schools. Edie played 4 years, and
Isn't that
Spencer
crazy?
played at 2 schools also.
So Gigi's still the youngest guy by over a year.
Cam Spencer played at Loyola with Santi.
Gigi should have been a college freshman last year.
Yeah.
He reclassed. So he was a full year younger than his peers. So that would make sense.
Yeah,
Because we
Gigi,
don't have
yeah.
anybody that was
Yeah, no, we don't.
I think the only one and done that we've taken is Zaire until Gigi.
Yeah, Jalen Wells is.
I don't think it's been all vets.
Yeah, Jalen Wells is 20, and he'll be 21 in August. Gigi does not turn 20 until December.
Yeah, we draft guys older because you think about Roddy, you think about Brandon Clark, you think about Desmond
Des.
Bain, you think about Laravia, you think about Vince.
Cam Spencer's 24.
He is?
24.
Wow.
And Edie is 22.
Was Cam Spencer a transfer? Where did he play before?
So he played with Santi.
Oh,
at
that's right. That's right.
Loyola, yeah.
That's who you're talking about. Yeah,
he was
played
so
at Loyola.
UConn was his
That's
third
right.
school. He was at Loyola from 19 to 22, and then he played the 22-23 year at Rutgers, and then 23-24 he played at UConn.
Where did Wells play before Washington State?
Sonoma State.
What is that?
God, you don't know what Sonoma State is.
The Cougars.
Are they?
It's in Rohnert Park, California.
What are they?
They're the.
Are they D2?
Yeah, they are. Nickname.
She just said the Cougars.
No.
Oh, he was wearing a Cougars jersey.
That's Washington State,
Oh,
you
my
bozo.
bad.
Yeah, that's
That
where
would
he
be
went
crazy if he was
after
on 2
Sonoma
Cougars.
State.
Good grief.
Sonoma State Sunshines.
The Sonoma State.
Senators.
Sunshines. It is alliteration. It does start with an S. It's a pretty cool name, I think.
Is it an animal?
It is. I don't think it's. Pretty sure it's not a real animal, but it's an animal.
Not a real animal.
And he's not sure if it's a real animal.
Let's see if these things are.
What is it?
Not sure. So it might be.
Is it like a griffin or something? Like a fictitious? Like a
Is
fictitious?
it the thing that's a half horse, half human?
That's a centaur.
That's a C. That's our.
That would be a. That would be. I will agree with her. The Sonoma State centaurs would be amazing.
Yeah, this is a mythical creature.
So like a griffin, or like something like that.
It is also a submarine ship that will hold nuclear weapons.
Oh, I feel like I'm on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
A submarine ship that will hold nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Or
their colors are navy, Columbia blue, and white.
Ooh, I like that.
They have won 3 NCAA championships.
It's a mythological character?
Creature, yeah.
Creature and a submarine.
So it's in the water.
Have I heard this word?
Probably. At some point
then
you have.
probably not. All right, what is it?
The Sea Wolves.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, the Sonoma State Sea Wolves.
The Sea Wolves?
I hate that.
Why?
I think in my head, I just
That's
picture like a
great.
wet dog. I don't like it.
Oh, and you go to their website, SonomaSeaWolves.com, the very first page at the very top. Drafted, Jalen Wells.
Period.
Oh, they're so proud of him.
Yeah,
As they should be.
picture of Jalen Wells. Last time they updated the site, June 29th.
Is it a like a 2-year school? Is it like Delta State or something?
No, it's a 4-year school.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They're just very, very proud. They were happy. They were proud that he went on to Washington State.
Sonoma State, send us some merch.
Okay. The Sea Wolves. I like that.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a cool name.
All right. Yeah. Jalen Wells obviously going to be with it tonight. Number 2, Summer League and what's happened. Okay. Here's some bad news first. So a lot of these teams are underway, including the Sacramento Kings and the Los Angeles Lakers. So the bad news goes is this. You know, I loved the kid Devin Carter, who is Anthony Carter's son. Shoulder surgery, and so we are not going to see him at all. I was really looking forward. That is actually the first game that the Grizzlies are playing out in Las Vegas.
That's a bummer.
Is against the Sacramento Kings. And so I was looking forward to see him. And obviously you would kind of get that moment where inevitably Anthony Carter would be out there.
Did you also see the thing with Anthony Carter? I hadn't realized that he played for the Raptors with Vince or with
Oh, yeah, I
DeMar.
did. Yeah,
And
with
now
DeMar
DeMar is
DeRozan.
on the Kings. I think that's cool.
It is cool. And he, shoulder surgery, you know, it's like he isn't expected to be out for that long. We just went through it with Ja. So it just depends on the shoulder surgery,
Didn't
right?
you say that his start of the actual season is like up in the air still?
Yeah, which?
But Ja just heals weirdly fast, so I don't know.
He did not heal fast. I mean, he did heal fast for that, but that tells you how long that
I know.
takes.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So hopefully it doesn't like interrupt greatly this kid's opportunity to play during the NBA season, because shoulder surgery could go a couple different ways there. And can usually, I've never heard of it not taking a long time.
That sucks.
So it does.
He was one of the guys you were like most excited about.
That's right.
Like even before we knew who we were drafting.
Yep. Lakers and Kings, they played this weekend. Adonis Arms.
We talked about this.
32, 11, and 5.
Shout out Adonis Arms.
Is that why you're wearing that?
Hustle up.
Adonis Arms. There he was. And so I guess it'll be Adonis Arms revenge game when they play against the Grizzlies in the
They were
in
saying
the
that
Vegas Summer League.
Adonis dropped Bronny.
He did.
He did, yeah.
He did. And also, by the way, Ahmad Kaver's on their team too. Did you know that?
I love him.
Yeah, Ahmad Kaver,
I would always
former
get,
Memphis
whenever
Hustle.
I would tweet anything about Ahmad Kaver, I would always get a ton of retweets or likes on it because Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
You got a niche fan base. Like they are.
Yeah.
They love their players.
That's their guy.
Yeah.
All right, so Adonis Arms, they followed it up with like 14 the next game, not as big. And then Dalton Connect had the Tennessee star has not.
Roser has a joke.
Not gone well. The first couple of games, he was 3 for 12 for 12 points in the first one, and then 3 for 13 for 12 points in the second one. So
Roser, you have
not
something to
great.
say?
Yeah, I gotta find it.
You can just
What were you going to say?
I don't remember what
He
it
was
was.
not able to connect on his
That's
shot.
what he said. Dalton isn't connecting on anything. One of my buddies sent me that. Shout out, Evan. Appreciate it, man.
Also got with Dalton Connect and making his debut, got in another amazing LeBron James lie over the weekend, saying that was his favorite college basketball player outside of Bronny.
He said Dalton Connect was?
Yes.
Okay, he knows he's doing that on purpose. He knows that everybody
He has to be trolling us, right?
on that one.
Except
he's
world class.
Except I don't know.
He is world class.
Except I don't know. Yeah, I don't know because there was a moment. There is like a video that went around from the Reddick podcast where he caught himself because he started to say
chess,
the chess thing, and then he stopped.
But I've not actually played chess.
Yeah, but I've never actually played chess. I don't play chess. Yeah.
People say I'd be great at chess.
Dalton Connect was my favorite college basketball player.
Although people called out Bronny for lying like his dad too.
I'm sure LeBron.
Didn't you see that one where he was like, it never came to my mind that I'd be playing with my dad. I never thought I was going to, and everyone was like, oh, apple doesn't fall far.
I am sure LeBron watched a ton of Tennessee Vols basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I could see Durant saying that because Rick Barnes was his college coach at Texas, so I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Katie watched Tennessee play basketball. But LeBron...
Bronny was 2 for 9, 4 points, and then did not play the next game with
bruised ego.
No, it was actually knee soreness, so he's going to fit right into the NBA.
Oh my God.
This guy's already got it down.
He should play for the... What year was it? The 17-18 Grizzlies?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Or
Last
the
year's? Last year's Grizzlies?
23-24 Grizzlies?
Yeah. Or El knee soreness.
The Heat they're playing in that league out in LA, so are the Warriors. Names that you will recognize: Khalil Ware, who we talked about a lot as a possible center.
Yeah.
Well, in first game he was 5 for 12, 12.6 rebounds. Second game, he was 26 and 11 on 12 of 21 from the field. So they were like throw him the ball.
Yeah.
This feels very Zach Edey-ish, where everybody's going to get out there tonight, and if he doesn't get the ball a bunch,
he will be getting
then by
it.
the next time he plays, they're going to be like, bro, throw him the ball.
Yeah.
Because Khalil Ware was obviously featured in their second
Oh,
game.
was Connect teammates with Bronny and AAU? Someone in the chat said that. That's maybe why he was watching it.
They're 10 years apart.
Oh, so then chat, shut up.
Dalton Connect's like 33.
Talk about.
I'm just.
Dalton Connect played.
He coached his AAU team. He coached Bronny's
Dalton Connect was on an AAU team with Taylor Jenkins.
How old is he? He's 23. Relax.
Well, Bronny's 19.
Yeah.
All right. We have an early candidate for I know how to do Summer League. It is Nick Smith Jr., who is playing for the Hornets.
The Arkansas kid.
Oh, this is how you do it, Nick. First game, 4 for 17, 10 points.
Let's go.
Oh, wow.
Next game, 3 for 10. So he is now 7 for 27.
Oh, let's go.
Nick Smith Jr., do your thing from Arkansas.
Yeah, get them shots up.
Do your thing. Stephon Castle made his debut, 4 of 12. 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. You know. And then the Kings have another team. Mason Jones is on that. Isn't that another Arkansas, right?
Yeah, another Arkansas
And
kid.
then also Drew Timme. How about that? I thought he was. Didn't he play for like the Bucks last year?
I remember when we had Dusty, when we still had Dusty, and we played the team that Mason Jones on, and we had like a couple of extra media there one night. I was like, why is this extra? And there were like a couple media television crews from Arkansas who were there to do Dusty and Mason Jones.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mentioned Khalil Ware.
When are we talking about the Warriors and our guy?
Well, hold on.
Okay.
Another King. Blast from the past, Boogie Ellis.
Oh, yeah.
Boogie
17
Ellis.
yesterday.
Go Tigers. He
Shout out to Boogie Ellis. By the way, member of the USC backcourt not drafted.
Yes.
Because Isaiah Collier was, and so was Bronny.
And so was Bronny. Boogie Ellis will always be remembered to us for every time Alex Lomax would start ahead of him. Boogie Ellis would then go post a Drake lyric on Instagram.
or like snake emojis.
Yeah. So with the Drake song playing. It's always a Drake song.
All right, who do we need to talk about?
Pat Spencer. Did you see the hammer on Josh Christopher? Did you see the hammer?
Pat Spencer for the culture?
Yes. He got a 10-day last year with the Warriors. He dunked on Josh Christopher in Summer League.
What was that Exhibit 10 thing I saw, by the way, for the Grizzlies, correct?
The Japanese guy?
Who's 5'8"?
Yeah,
But he can dunk.
Can we get somebody that actually has NBA height?
No, can we send this guy to Utah? What are you talking about? I want to send him to you.
That's what I'm saying.
Why don't we play him?
Yeah.
Can we get him on the roster?
Is there a reason we can't?
I don't know.
Japan and maybe trying to get his visa or whatever.
He's got an awesome name too.
Or playing in the Olympics.
He does have
5'8" guard Yuki Kawamura.
That's an awesome.
Yuki. He's on a Exhibit 10-day deal. What is that?
Kelsey, I'm guessing Japan is not going to make the
I'm
Olympics.
looking.
It says he's on.
I think they are.
Oh, he's on Japan's national team.
Yeah, that's what I was looking up. I think
they're in it.
They're in it?
Yeah,
oh,
they're
because
in
of Yuta and Rui.
He's one of the best guards in all of Japan.
What about Japanese Curry? Is he on the team?
No, yeah.
What's his last
I
name?
think he is. Kawamura? Yuki?
Oh yeah, number 5. Yeah,
Yuki.
he'll be at the Olympics.
5'8". I gotta see him. I gotta see him.
Oh, it takes me right to his Instagram.
Yuki. Is it all in Japanese or does he tweet in English?
Let's look. Well, it says Instagram.
Oh, or Instagram in English.
It's in Japanese.
It's in Japanese.
But it translates.
Yeah,
Thank you very much for your support.
I used to always have to do that with Yuta back in the day. What if we went from Yuta to Yuki?
Oh, he looks small.
Shout out David
Oh, look,
Curry.
there's Yuta. How tall is Yuta?
Tall.
Yuta's like 6'8".
Yeah,
6'9".
He hugs. Yuta's like hugging from behind, and you can see this much of.
Yeah,
Yuta.
I need
Yuta's like a foot tall.
Bro, I need a 5'8" Japanese guy on this summer league so bad.
That would, yeah.
Oh, I'd be all in on Yuti.
Sorry, he's in Paris.
He is?
Could be our new, who's the guy we had last year with the awesome name? Oh, Frankie Ferrari.
Frankie
Amazing name. It's a great name.
There's a guy on the Japanese team called Josh Hawkinson.
Boring.
Yeah, what?
Just letting you guys know.
Boring.
Yeah.
Josh Hawkinson?
Yeah, just.
He'll take your deposit slip at the bank too.
All right, here we go. So we have got number 3. Grizzlies added 6 new assistant coaches. So Patrick St. Andrews is back, and the aforementioned Anthony Carter is back as holdovers from the 23-24 staff. And then the rest of them are all being replaced. They are adding Joe Boylan, who was here under Yeager and Fizz.
As player development.
Yeah, and he had a stint here prior to. Tomas Isalo?
Yeah, dude,
I think that's right. I think I got it. Tomas Isalo. Where I tell you this, you can go find YouTube videos that there was one I watched this weekend that was titled, "This Coach Has a Better Offense Than Any NBA Team."
Yeah.
And then I watched it and I watched the clips and I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
So we love him?
Yes.
We love him?
Might have a better offense.
He's a mastermind.
Well, I saw the Haralabob.
He's an offensive mastermind.
I saw that Haralabob said that the Memphis Grizzlies might have just had the most underrated pickup of the offseason, and I think it's referring to this guy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, we love him.
Because I don't think Haralabob's a big Zach Edey fan, but
doesn't matter.
Maybe he is. But,
it doesn't matter. It looks like everybody's running around all the time on these. I mean,
movement.
And man, you want to talk about generating open shots?
Movement
Brother.
is medicine.
They always say, look, everything is you. You watch those European teams, and so much of it gets lifted from there and then makes its way over.
Yes.
Same way, it's very reminiscent to me of how college football innovated so many things that end up finally making it in doses to
In
the
the
NFL.
NFL, yeah.
Yes. Because that used to be there were not many teams. Now it's almost the reverse, where it's like, who is the best quarterback in the world? Say it. Say it, Roser.
Brock Purdy.
The best quarterback in the world is Patrick Mahomes. And he played in what was, honestly, the furthest thing from a pro-style offense. It used to always be that it was like, who plays a pro-style offense? And these quarterbacks, like, you got to take the ball from behind center. And now they just find the athletes. And now you look around in college, how many teams are running the ball 35 times, or have more runs than passes? And and you see the proliferation of it when it comes to the NFL. And I think so much of what has taken place, I mean, look, not only are there players coming over and they are better trained in many ways to be team basketball players, and their footwork and their passing and their ability to still be a member of the team without taking a bunch of shots, and like they're being trained as professionals at a very early age. Like their academy stuff is so much better. Like there will be a time where America figures out how to do sports like they do them overseas. Like, I mean, I was reading this article not that long ago about how, like, the German system, I believe it was, in soccer has become like this absolute powerhouse. And there's like an age to which they do not even let their kids play in games with like full fields. Like, until they get to a certain age. I thought this was actually very cool. And I was thinking about it in terms of basketball as well.
Yeah.
So what they do in what I was reading is they have let's say my daughter was on a team right now, right? And so for her development, what they do is they take you and they've got these, different teams that they have set up. And then you would go to like a tournament and you would have fields all over, you would just have fields of fields of fields. And you would have your team, which is basically 3-on-3 on a short field. And so and smaller goals, right? And you would play 3-on-3 in these short fields, these shorter goals, and then you would go and you would advance and you would move to the next game. And that's how they do their tournaments because
that's less like just cardio and more.
And they're also building the skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You are then playing with you're playing with teammates. You are playing against opponent, and you are in these small areas.
And if there's three of you on a spot, you are doing something. Where if you play that young soccer, there's going to be so many times where you're not doing anything.
That's right. Yeah. And they are working on their skills on this smaller level. And there is you can't even play in games until you get to whatever X level. Age, right? Yeah. And you see that and you're like, man, some of these ideas would be very, very applicable, even if you did it with basketball, even if you did it with other things, right? Obviously, we've seen it more with football with the 7-on-7 stuff, right? And look at how many guys we've gotten come out of that 7-on-7 stuff,
There's so many wide receivers now.
So many wide receivers, so many quarterbacks that come out of those 7-on-7s, right? It's very, very interesting. And so you've got a guy that has come from Europe and has got this, who is known as, throughout the basketball world, as this offensive mastermind that people have really been impressed by. Yeah. And another who was a player development guy with many a different NBA player and developed his own thing, Noah LaRoche. So you got Boylan, who'd been here before, who's a big player development guy. You got Isola, who was a big offensive mastermind. You've got Noah LaRoche, who had his own business, who was training all manner of players. You have Jason March, of which we are very familiar.
I love Jason.
March was an assistant here under Yeager. He was an assistant in, first he was video coordinator here and then assistant, and then was an assistant with Yeager in Sacramento. And then obviously came back to the Grizzlies organization, has been the Memphis Hustle coach. And so now he is going to be on the bench as an assistant coach with the bigger role for the Grizzlies.
The Summer League coach.
And the Summer League coach. And then you have Eric Schmidt and Patrick Mutombo, who is unbelievably not related to Dikembe.
Him.
You know him.
Yeah, because he was in Toronto.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's good friends with my college coach because my college coach was something in the coaching staff, like low level.
So he was with Milwaukee, huh?
Yeah.
This Mutombo guy.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so, so now we knew LaRoche, that's his first NBA assistant job, but he trained several NBA players. He worked with Westbrook. He worked with George Niang. He worked with Harrison Barnes. He worked with Duncan Robinson. Bunch of different guys. Maybe he could turn Laravia into Duncan Robinson. That'd be cool.
Be nice.
We talked about how the Euro Cup was won by Iasola, who came over, and then Schmidt has been with the Grizzlies organization prior to, and Mutombo has been a assistant.
Schmidt's been here as long as I've been here, if
four
not
different
longer.
franchises. So there you go. A little change over, new look.
New look
for Taylor Jenkins and his sideline squad. A lot of quarter zips are going to have to get passed out. Number 4, big trade over the weekend. DeMar DeRozan went to the Sacramento Kings. So I guess when the story had come out that Sacramento was possibly pursuing Lauri Markkanen, then the stories that followed, and this was also applicable. I take this back. So they were rumored to be involved possibly on the Lauri Markkanen front, and this one just kind of passed by. What pick was Carter? Was he 13? I think he's 13.
Yeah.
Okay. So right when right before that happened, like that week before, you remember there was the story about Alex Caruso, the Josh Giddey trade, and him going to the Chicago Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
There was a story that Sam Amick came out with saying that Sacramento had a deal set up for Caruso that included the 13th pick. And then, obviously, that was trumped, and it fell through, and he ended up going. But then the subtext of that was they're not screwing around, and they are wanting to spend money, and they are wanting to get better. Like, they are not fine with just being in the middle here.
Yeah.
And also, De'Aaron Fox is putting a little pressure on them as the franchise guy. And so that him and Sabonis need something else. And so I like this move for them, man. Like, look, it's one of those deals where it's like you could try to round out and say, like, hey, we need to get some more defense or whatever else. It's not like, look, Harrison Barnes ain't stopping anybody. So he's a fine role player, and I think he'll be fine. He can still play a role and probably be a good character vet for San Antonio, honestly.
Yeah.
And makes them probably better just by having another, like, adult and real NBA player. DeMar DeRozan is still awesome and still is – they now have the top 2 scoring fourth quarter players in the NBA.
Yeah.
I love DeMar.
Number 1 and number 2 were Fox and DeRozan. And so, look,
what do you
they're never going to be like some kind of defensive stalwart team when you've got Fox and Sabonis as 2 of your main players. But, man, they are going to score on your ass. And I tell you this, I felt like last year they put as much pressure on your defense when they are humming.
Yes.
They put as much pressure on your defense as any team in the NBA. When they are really humming, like when they got Fox and Sabonis and Murray and Malik Monk was coming off their bench and just getting buckets on you, and like when it looks right, and now you're gonna add DeMar DeRozan to that.
It's crazy.
I like it.
It's crazy how Mike Brown kind of reinvented himself a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, you remember he came from the San Antonio system in the early 2000s, got to Cleveland.
Bro,
slow things down. And,
he didn't. LeBron did.
Yeah.
You are at the mercy of LeBron James. Even if that's not how you wanted to play. You're playing however LeBron James wants to play.
LeBron
Which is
James.
I've got the ball in my hands and you 4 stand around.
Yeah.
And when I throw it to you, make it. Or I'm getting you traded in a week.
That's fair.
That's the way it goes. But Mike Brown, did a very good job with that Sacramento team. And they're going to score a lot of points, man. I don't know how it's going to set up for – they're going to be fun to watch. And DeMar DeRozan still got juice left.
24 points a game last year, 48% from the field.
Yes.
Like, he's not.
No,
DeMar DeRozan.
And they are going to score, really, man. Really They are going to score and score. Like, you're going to have to put up a real number to beat them.
Yes.
And the nights they explode, they're going to be having 150 on your ass.
Yeah. Seriously.
No, seriously. With as fast as Fox gets out there and as much as he can create, and Keegan Murray's actually a good fit with them. They get a couple, you know what I mean? They add a couple more, and they could be playing for, you know, where you don't want to see them in the first round. You may not want to see them in the second round. They could keep their guys healthy. You know, they would have been in the second round of the playoffs 2 years ago if it weren't for Curry dropping 50 on their head in a elimination game. So.
Is their beam still a thing, or did it go away?
The other thing is they got this one. You have to be excited. They got DeMar DeRozan. They can give anything up.
No.
DeMar wanted out when they.
I mean, I guess the trades, the pick swap. But I mean, in terms of like a player that would contribute, if we're just looking at it and we're saying,
you didn't have to like give up Fox to get DeMar.
No, you gave up Harrison Barnes and you got DeMar DeRozan. So. That's a massive upgrade.
Yeah.
That is a massive upgrade. Number 5, the Major League Baseball All-Stars got announced. All right, so here we go.
Do I get to guess?
Yep, you do. You get to guess who they play for. Adley Rutschman.
Cardinals.
Oh, come on. Adley Rutschman.
Adley Rutschman,
Plays for
I mean.
The Orioles.
Yeah. Catcher. First baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Oh, he was a Blue Jay.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Astro.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Ooh, Guardian.
He is.
Yeah.
Roser's on his.
He got in a fight
today.
with. He ended Tim Anderson's career.
Shortstop, Gunnar Henderson.
Oriole.
Outfield, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, he's a Yankee.
Outfield, Stephen Kwan.
Hit the Kwan.
Hit the Kwan.
Hit the Kwan. Ooh. He's a Ranger.
He's a Guardian.
Juan
Soto.
Oh, he's a Yankee.
Jordan Alvarez.
He's an Astro.
I tell you this, Rosa, I'm not gonna make you do all the backups. We're just doing the starters.
Yeah.
You did good.
Yeah. I missed.
You knew all the starters.
That was pretty
one.
good.
I missed one.
All right.
I've heard of most of those.
National League catcher William Contreras.
He's a Cardinal.
That is Wilson.
Damn.
This is William.
He's a Cub.
He is a Brewer.
Oh.
Bryce Harper.
He's
First
a Philly.
base.
He's a Philly. He's one of the best players in baseball.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
I've never heard of him. He's a Marlin.
He is a Diamondback. Damn. Alex Bohm. Alec Bohm.
Oh, he's a Philly.
He is a Philly.
He's a Philly.
Trey Turner.
He's a Dodger.
He's a Philly.
Damn. He used to be a Dodger.
Jurickson Profar.
That's not a real name.
Yeah, it is.
He's a Brewer.
You've heard of Profar, haven't you? Just from cards? Oh.
That's how I've heard of most of that.
He's a Padre.
That's how I know who Alec Baum is.
Jurickson Profar is a Padre. Fernando Tatis Jr.
He's a Padre still?
Is he?
He's a Padre.
He is.
Okay.
Christian Yelich.
Still in baseball? He's a Brewer.
He's a Brewer.
Still a Brewer.
Shohei Ohtani.
He's a Dodger.
He is a Dodger. There you go. All right, I think you did pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
And then,
I know more American League than National League.
Well, and then obviously I think they said there is, how many? 32 first-timers across the roster.
So I saw Skeens, the Pirates.
And Skeens is there.
Yeah,
and so hopefully he'll get to start. Hopefully. He has dominated as a rookie and the first player to earn an All-Star nod in the season after being selected first overall in the draft. And he's got a strong case to possibly start the All-Star game this year. So that would be super cool, and certainly they could make a big deal out of that. It is going to be on July 16th at Globe Life Field. That we're going to have to watch it on the plane. That's the night we come back from Summer League.
Yeah, it is.
Dang.
But we'll be there for the home run derby.
We'll be there for the home run derby.
Remember when I took the...
You did. You bet on Pete Alonso in the home run derby and won.
The year we were in Vegas.
That's right.
It's my only win.
Yeah.
That, and I bet on Mexico to beat the U.S. in soccer, and I won some UFC stuff that year. I did awesome with the sports betting. Did not do well anywhere else. Yeah.
Congratulations to all the Major League Baseball All-Stars. Going to take a quick break. We'll knock out the last 5 on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
We have another edition. This will be the third edition of the Debate Club. You guys are going to sell a shoe to Mr. Bennett Doyle, our producer over here.
Oh, yeah.
I saw these.
I've seen these.
I saw these on social media too.
It's the perfect house shoe.
I know, right?
Like, yeah, it's not even a house shoe. I bet you they're really comfortable. You know, you heard of unisex. This is unifoot. Oh, my God.
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The Indiana Fever have to do something. You cannot let her get hit like this.
No.
Because it's not just you're allowing people to think this is okay. It's you're allowing her to think that you don't have her back.
Yes.
Like whatever you think of her on a personal level, she is wherever you're going. If you're a member of that franchise, wherever you're going, it's where she's taking you.
The Gary Parrish Show, live weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering. To those with a history of raising their performance, to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Mike did his favorite black films of all time. Mike, where we at?
If there's one movie I know every single line to, it is Coming to America.
There we go.
It is Coming to America. It can come on any time of any day, and I'm going to stop and watch at least 20 minutes of it.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
I think we have the college basketball title futures. UConn's #1.
I really like Houston. I'd have them winning it all, but you can't be giving Drake jerseys. What is wrong with you?
Maybe the Drake curse is stronger in college basketball.
How long has he been riding with Kentucky?
He wore an Alabama jersey and Saban retired.
The Odds Couple with Rob Fisher, Lang Whitaker, John Roser, and CJ Hurt, live Thursdays at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What is going on? What is it? Which one? What color was it? Yeah, that's vomit. That's vomit. Yeah, that is the worst one. The vomit is the worst one. I'd like to remind everybody that this is her idea. She wanted to do this.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Now for a limited time, the new $1.99 crispy tender wraps are here at Sonic. Who could deny a crispy chicken tender with bold flavors like hickory barbecue and cheesy Baja? And we can't forget the crisp lettuce and melty cheese to make the perfect bite. Wrap yourself up with some TLC, tender, love, and chicken for only $1.99. Sonic $1.99 crispy tender wraps. Tax not included, limited time only at participating Sonic drive-ins.
The Grizz Girls are no ordinary dance team. They're known across the NBA for setting the standard for world-class dance and entertainment. From hip-hop to jazz, the Grizz Girls do it all. And they're looking for talented dancers with dynamic personalities to join the team. Do you have what it takes to join a premier NBA dance team and entertain Grizz Nation both on the court and in the community? Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information and show us what you've got at Open Auditions Saturday, July 13th.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool.
cool. Just be cool.
We're back. Chris Vernon Show. All right. What were you guys just telling me about what's going on tonight with the Summer League game?
Yeah, we're broadcasting it on the app, on the GCM
Yeah,
app.
but what do you guys have to do with that?
Every single
Me,
Grizzlies
nothing,
game this Summer League will be broadcasted on the Grind City Media app, and every game will have a pregame show for half an hour and a hit at halftime from here at studio and live on location in Vegas.
What's the pregame? Who's doing that?
It's different people each time.
Yeah, different people. Gary's doing a couple of them when we're in Vegas.
Who's tonight?
Me, Lang, and Rob.
You, Lang, and Rob?
Or
With me-
Rob, Lang, and me, actually.
With me in the booth. I'm back here in the booth.
And then Mike will also be on location in Utah.
In Utah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. So you guys are going to check in there?
We will.
Gotcha. And then are you doing it tomorrow night as well?
Yes.
No. Well,
No,
it's different.
I'm not.
I'll be back here tomorrow night.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are going to have, there's going to be, and
The only consistent is Rob.
this is on the app.
Yeah.
On the app.
So we tune into the app if I tune in at 7:30.
7:30 Central.
We'll be here
tonight.
Hopefully, unless something goes wrong. But yes, that's the
All right,
plan.
7:30 tonight, and then the game's at 8 o'clock, and then okay. And then we're just, it's going to be their feed.
Yep.
Yeah, NBA TV feed.
We don't have like
game.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But you can watch it for
We're not
free.
going to watch it. It's going to be Pete and Brevin or something.
No.
All right.
No.
No.
Okay. And then you guys are doing a post-game show as well?
No.
It's going to be Craig
No,
Bowler.
just a halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right. Let's get the last five. You don't love the last five?
Well, we'll see. Are they as good as the first five?
Number 6, what'd you watch?
The first five were great.
I've got a couple that I did watch some stuff.
I have one.
I watched, so I was scrolling through social media, and I saw that comedian Andrew Schultz, and he was talking about how he's like, he was talking about this documentary that he watched, and he's like, do you guys think this is weird that this documentary came out and you can't find the thing at all? He's like, and it's on HBO Max, and he's like, and imagine if at the height of his career, a documentary came out about Michael Jackson and then you couldn't find it. Like you had to search for it to find it. And I was like, what is he talking about? And he's like, there is a documentary about Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun and the whole deal that went on with them or whatever. And so he was trying to act like, are they trying to hide this? Are they trying to tamp this down and make sure that you can't find it there? And then I went, and so maybe it's because of him, or maybe it's because word got around or whatever. But then by the time I went, it's in the top 10 now.
Okay. Well, look at that.
It's called Bad Blood, and it is about the Taylor Swift and Scooter Braun fight over her music. And the way they do it is the first 45 minutes or whatever, there's 2 episodes. One is Taylor's side. I guess they do these on this Discovery or HBO Max because there's other kinds like this. There's Kim and Kanye, the divorce. And then you watch one episode.
I watched that.
And it's Kim's side. And then you watch the other episode and it's Kanye's side. Well, this is Taylor's side and then Scooter's side. And
I don't even know who Scooter is.
so I watched both of them, and it was it kept me entertained for what it was. I think that you probably come away. I'm not gonna spoil. Everybody knows those, or I guess most people know the story about it. About him buying her masters and then selling them and whatever else, and about her making such a big deal out of it. I think 2 things can be true. Probably,
Yeah.
I think he's probably I think he was probably doing it to screw with her. I also think that she played up dramatically the victim role.
She's great at that.
And her not having the opportunity to buy her masters and living in a world that men totally control it. She did have the opportunity to make a deal, and she also was not totally blindsided by everything that took place. But I will tell you this, she is a marketing mastermind.
Yes, she is.
Because her fans are crazy.
Yes.
And she made it to where all of these people are doing me wrong. Everybody is doing me wrong. And I mean, everybody bought it, and that just becomes the narrative. And I do think that there's part of me that sits back and goes like, bro, you could have bought anybody. That's fine. You could say, okay, it's on the up and up. It's just a business deal. But like, bro, you guys don't like each other. She obviously hates your guts, and you bought her Masters. Come on, bro. You didn't have to do that. You know what I mean?
So
like, But I also think that she might have screwed over the first record company guy, and so when she screwed over the first record company guy, maybe that he was like, I'll sell these to anybody. And then found like the guy that wanted to screw her over.
So I don't know.
Who cares? She's a billionaire now.
Right. So I don't. That's what I'm thinking.
And she re-recorded all of her music.
So that's part of it. Like, so Scooter sold her Masters. He sold them in 2020.
Correct.
For $300 million.
Correct.
Which looks like a bad deal. It seems like you could probably get way more for her six first, but she's re-recorded all on her own, and none of her fans will even touch that music anymore.
That's right.
They only touch the stuff that she re-records and puts out.
And she did it without buying her old stuff, which she clearly has had the opportunity a few times to buy it.
She just said, "Screw it, I'll
you should watch it then." It's called Bad Blood. It's worth watching.
As someone who literally knows nothing about that entire thing that you just said, I feel like I could go into that like blind and open-minded.
You'd enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And then what else did I watch? Oh, I watched The Naked Gun with my son last night because there's a new Naked Gun Rewatchables podcast episode with Kyle Brandt and Bill Simmons that I listened to, and it made me want to watch it. My son had never seen it, and I will say it's 82 minutes of just constant jokes. And I laughed the entire time.
I like jokes.
Even though the fact that it's 30 years old.
Yeah.
I laughed the entire time.
Shout
for
out
82
Leslie
minutes.
Nielsen.
I love 82-minute movies, and I love that the jokes are still funny. It holds up. Silly is silly, and the whole thing is silly. So I did watch that. I think that's the only other thing I watched. Go ahead.
I watched a documentary.
All right.
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's like one of the top ones, and it's called The Man with 1,000 Babies.
I saw it. Children, right?
Children, whatever.
Yeah. I saw it on there.
Kids. The Man with 1,000 Kids.
So he's like a sperm donor, I guess?
Yeah, but like so much more than that. So it's only 3 episodes. It's on Netflix. If you're like into documentaries, I think it was really good. Like I wouldn't go watch it again. But it's about this guy who essentially like travels the world donating his sperm, and he does it at sperm banks, and then he also does it privately with families like looking to have children. And so the whole thing
he
is
goes
like
from city to city,
country to country.
Oh my goodness.
And so
is he playing the NBA? Is his name Devin Booker? Remember when he had 3 chicks at the same time that said they were pregnant? That was crazy. Who was the one this weekend you guys sent me?
Wait, didn't Jalen Green have like 2 different girls?
No, who was the one that just got blown up over the weekend? You guys
Anthony Edwards?
No, you guys texted to me.
It was Ant.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards had baby mama blow him up.
No.
Yeah, Ant had a baby mama drama this weekend. Another baby mama.
Oh, there's another one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like not his girlfriend and not Mariah Mills.
Oh, it was Ant.
Another one.
I'll be damned.
Anyway.
Anthony Edwards got to be careful now. I guess it's too late for me to tell him. But good grief.
Jalen Green, too.
He's got 3? Ant? One for each year in the league, huh? Dang.
Yeah.
I'll be damned.
Jalen Green's got like 2 girls pregnant at the same time.
Plus Drea.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, back to this guy. That's not the documentary.
No. This guy actually has made so many children. So the main story is based in the Netherlands. So it's like a very small, it's a small country.
Okay.
And so, Belgium? No, the Netherlands. One of those 2. It's small.
Okay.
And it has gotten he has made so many children that it's dangerous now. Because when the children grow up, you're never going to know that you're related to 500 other kids in this 1,000 person town. And so they started looking at every country that he's been in, and it's because he has 1,000 kids.
He really has 1,000?
Yeah.
Do you know when? I don't know how this stuff works.
So,
but do they tell you? Your sperm was used to make a kid in this place and in this place and in this place?
No, but he's donated to some reputable sperm banks, and he lied being I haven't donated in other sperm banks, and he uses different names. But then the sperm banks, they have the information. Like, yes, we use this sperm to make this baby. And so when they started investigating, they had found out how many kids he had. And if you have 1,000 kids, like those people will have kids and they'll all be related. So then there's 2,000. You know what I mean? So like, it got dangerous in Europe that they were like, they had to go to court, and I'm not ruining anything. They had to go to court and be like, you cannot donate sperm anymore because you're going to, I don't know what the right word is. Like,
is this a single guy?
Yeah.
He does not like a.
No, and he like, it seems like it's like a game to him because he lies about it and like, it again.
Is this what he does for a living?
No, he like lies about what he does too. But then they found this underground on the black web. Again, I'm not giving anything away.
How much do you make doing that?
I have no idea. Doesn't seem like a lot.
It doesn't?
No, because he doesn't.
Like, is he doing
money.
it for money?
No, I'm going to tell you.
Oh.
There's on this black web, they found this website where there's 3 guys who have like it's not his actual name. It's like, say his name's like
Ben.
No, it's like they have like namer tags like Dragon Boy.
Oh, Dragon
And so these
Boy.
3 guys, and they're all. I don't know what it actually is.
Namer tag.
Dragon Boy.
Dragon Boy's a
And
good
they're
one.
all competing to see who can make the most kids.
Oh, wow.
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And they'll like lie, like they'll go to see.
Do
like,
they find the kids and talk to them?
No, the kids are there because you're seeing them. Like a lot of the times when he did it privately, it was like lesbian moms. So they have the kids will be in the background and you're talking to the moms and stuff. But he'll go to the moms and be like, I've only donated 5 times. Like the most he's gonna have is 5 siblings out there. Blah 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 blah. And then it turns out he has 500.
He just lies to everybody.
Yeah, because it started because like he has a very distinct face, and it started with someone was like, "Oh my God, my kid looks like your kid," and they're like, "Oh my God, like every one of these kids in this school looks the same," and they're like, "What did the donor look like?" Mm-hmm. So they all get together now because they're like half siblings. Yeah, it's freaky. And then doctors come around and they're like, "This could be really bad for like the population of Europe."
Is it worth watching?
Yeah, because it's just easy. It's only 3 episodes.
A man with 1,000 kids or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is wild.
You got anything, Roser?
No.
Oh.
Good. Number 7, Roser goes shopping. All right, so we have long made fun of the fact that Roser has 6 items of clothes that he rotates on a regular basis.
Despite going shopping last year too with me.
I have way more clothes than that.
That you wear.
That you wear.
There you go.
6 that he wears. Jenna and Kelsey Wright Johnson took Roser shopping this weekend. And how many outfits did you choose as the ladies became your personal shoppers?
I don't know how many. It's just.
You got 2 pairs of shorts.
Yeah, 2 pairs of shorts.
Shorts that.
Do we
are
have any of it, by the way?
above his knee.
I think I got 3 pairs of shorts actually.
Did you?
Yeah, 3 pairs. Yeah. 3 pairs.
So you got 3 pairs of shorts and what else?
Yeah, 3 pairs of shorts.
A bunch of tops.
A couple of short sleeve shirts.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, look at that goated.
Oh my God.
Goated with the guns.
Did you buy this?
I wanted to.
The white? The white on white?
They would not let me. I easily could have been in a Backstreet Boys video.
Oh my
And
God.
look at that. They would not. Those pants were by far my favorite thing I wore.
Roser with the white cargos.
They were
She would not let me. I wanted them in black.
And the fireworks shirt.
Dude, I absolutely look like Conan from
It's his first
WCW.
tank top he's ever bought, too. We made him say that.
I'm dead serious. I've never worn
Look at
a
him.
wife beater before.
He's out of control. Oh my! Did you buy this?
We wanted him to. He didn't
Hell
like
no.
it.
No, I didn't like it.
Roser didn't like this.
Didn't fit right.
Look how cute he looks.
Fit's funny.
Oh my God! All right, where are we getting? Did you buy any of this?
Not the
he
shorts.
bought these
I bought the
shorts.
shorts. I did
All
buy
right,
the
so
shorts.
Roser,
Isn't that shirt cute?
he got some shorts. What else? Kelsey is
Did
shopping
not-
for
yeah,
Roser.
Yeah, did not buy that shirt either.
He bought this shirt.
What is this shirt?
It's like a
It's like a knit.
Afghan.
No,
like a quilt.
like a knit. No, it's not a quilt.
It's a quilt.
Do you know what a quilt is?
Yeah, it's that shirt. It's a quilt.
So how many? Would you deem this a success, Kelsey?
If he
you
wears
guys taking
them,
him
he
shopping?
looks really good in a lot of the clothes he wore. Look how much stuff
many?
he tried to.
How many different items do you think
she
he
had
bought?
me try on a million different things.
Like, look how good that looks.
See, that's fine. I don't mind that.
He
I
looks
don't
so
mind
good. He doesn't
that.
have a pair of sweatpants
don't
shorts. I said
mind
this is like
that.
an elevated basketball short. We can
So you
see
got
his
some
knee.
sweatpants shorts?
H&M. See, I wanted
H&M and Abercrombie, huh?
And this is my mistake. I meant to bring the Yeezy Pods with me so we could find a fit for the Yeezy Pods I could wear in Vegas.
Oh, no.
He got a pair of cargo, no, not cargo, camo shorts that I think he'll actually wear.
Camo shorts?
And
Yeah,
all
I'll
his
actually wear
shorts,
those.
all his shorts are like above his knee, like where normal people wear their shorts.
It's going to be
now.
tough. It's going to be tough.
He's not going to wear any of this.
It's going to be tough.
It looks really good. He got some knit shirts because those are really in right now. Some plain black t-shirt, white t-shirt, tank top.
They're not knit shirts. It's a quilt.
I don't think you know what a quilt
It's
is.
grandma.
Maybe you're thinking crochet.
Or Afghan something that grandma
shirts.
made for you.
It is like a
You
crochet.
got him Afghan shirt?
No, they're crocheted shirts. I don't
Put
think
it
you know what a
over
quilt
the back
is.
of your couch.
Do they have holes in it?
Yeah.
So you have to wear a shirt underneath.
Yeah, we got
I
him
mean,
undershirts.
You don't have to.
He was a really good sport. He tried on everything.
He did?
Yes.
He
didn't say no to anything.
Did you find it to be very frustrating?
Only
Do you think he just spent the money
to
and
shut
then,
us up.
Yeah, to shut you guys up, and then he'll never wear any
No,
of it?
because he asked to go
Why
shopping.
isn't he wearing any of it today?
He packed it.
It's packed.
For Las Vegas?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
turned up.
I'm
Turn up.
close. I'm close to packed for Vegas. Close.
Why?
The only frustrating
We
thing.
don't leave until Thursday night.
Yeah, but there's stuff to do
What's wrong
before.
with-
There's stuff to do before then, and I've got to do the
stuff to do.
We're really busy.
I've got to do the
Booked
summer
and
league
busy.
games. I've got I had a doctor appointment this morning. I've got physical therapy tomorrow
Oh,
morning. Like
God.
there's just stuff I've got to do.
How long does packing take?
2 seconds.
Yeah.
Literally 2 seconds.
It takes longer than that.
10 minutes?
Oh, no. All right. Also, I do want to mention that I went out of town on the break. While you were shopping, I went to Pursell Farms, which is, we'll just tag this on number 7. I had been, it had been recommended before. The family that we went with had been to Pursell Farms before. It's about like, I'd say like 45 minutes, something like that, south of Birmingham, in the middle of nowhere. The story goes, this family, I believe they had made their money in the fertilizer business, but they have built this, I mean, it's just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of acres. And they have built this world-class golf course there. And then they have all kinds of stuff. They have skeet shooting, they have axe throwing, they have petting zoo, they have like all the outdoor stuff that you can imagine. Archery, you want to go do archery, you could do archery. You want to go horseback riding, you can go horseback riding. We drove an ATV to the top of a mountain, 2 different mountains actually. And then obviously I played the golf course there, which is supposed to be,
It looks beautiful.
I think the #1 public course in Alabama, or right up there at the top. Those Robert Trent Jones golf trail golf courses are amazing too. But it's an awesome place. It's you know what I like about it? I like that it's one of those places that like once you're there, you're just there. Right? You park you park your car when you get there, and then you're just on site there we were there for whatever it was, 3 or 4 days. And then there's no Ubers going anywhere. You're not going to like anything you want to do throughout the day. Like they got 2 restaurants on site, or I guess 3 different places you can eat on site. And then they've got all these like activities that you can do. And then they've got the golf course, they've got a spa, they've got all kinds of stuff. But certainly a big time recommends. Pursell Farms it's great. And certainly if you're a golfer, you should go do it because the course is absolutely immaculate. I've seen a lot of like golf influencers like do videos from there and stuff. So I had seen it before. Where people like do like the whole, here's a golf course that you can play that you should play, right?
Yeah.
I will say, I would do what we did. It's like, I think they charge like, probably like 200 and something a round to play. But you could do like, when you buy your room, you can do like stay and play, and then it's just unlimited.
Yeah.
You can play as much golf as you want to.
Right.
That's the way to do it for sure. Because if you're paying by the round, it's going to get super expensive
crazy
fast.
expensive.
You want to just include it in your room and then just be able to go over to the course whenever you can go over to the course. But Pursell Farms is a winner for sure. And I posted a bunch of pictures from it on Instagram. Number 8, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Well, they are living up to the hype, aren't they? I guess he had Caitlin Clark with the triple-double, and now Angel Reese, 13 straight double-doubles. which broke Candace Parker's record, I read.
Yep. And
So-
Caitlin Clark she broke a record too. She's the youngest player to ever get a triple-double in the WNBA.
So we got the youngest player to ever get a triple-double, and then we have the double-double record holder, which broke Candace Parker's.
They were talking on
record.
Ion about having, that's like where it's broadcasted, like having a potential co-rookie of the year.
Oh.
Because they're both doing like crazy things.
So is Reese going to be an all-star as well?
She is, yeah.
She is.
Yep.
Okay, so she's going to be there too. But I mean, like,
And Aaliyah Boston. Those
it's
are the three
it's
rookies.
pretty lucky for them to be able to have two of these stars, two that met up in as high a rated game as you could possibly have
In
2 years
college,
ago
yeah.
with the Iowa LSU thing. Then have like this real smoke, so you got like some drama that goes along with them. But then the other part of the deal is getting them to go and then deliver, right? And for them to both be having fantastic rookie seasons is the best possible scenario for the WNBA.
Yeah.
Because everybody already had. I would say, you know, obviously we've talked about the Caitlin Clark and the Clark phenomenon. Like, Angel Reese is also, like, in terms of name recognition, if you were to ask somebody
She's huge.
about, like, the WNBA, I would say that Angel Reese is for sure in one of the first 5 names that people would give. You know what I'm saying? Angel Reese is probably more recognizable than the best player in the entire thing, Asia. I would say more people know who that is.
Kelsey and I had this conversation.
Wouldn't you say?
I
on
think that's
Saturday.
debatable.
We
I
had
think
this
Asia is bigger.
conversation. I said I think
I don't
Caitlin
think-
is by far bigger than Asia Wilson. Like,
I tell
it's
you
not-
this.
I don't think that's close.
I'll tell you this, my daughter would not know who Asia Wilson is, but she knows who Angel Reese is. I think it's a social media thing too. You know what I'm saying? I think
does
that
Asia
she's
have?
so like Angel Reese became like very popular amongst like all the other. I feel like Asia did not get that benefit until they came around. And then everybody went back and now is trying to promote Asia Wilson in a way that they did not before. Like, she didn't have a shoe before, right? And then they had to do the, of course I have a shoe. And she didn't.
Well,
they didn't
it's been in the works for over a year.
But they didn't promote the WNBA. And they, like, if I were on my Instagram feed or my Twitter feed, it wasn't omnipresent like it is now. And that's what we were talking about. All of the players end up benefiting from it because all of this attention went from college basketball to the WNBA, right? Because of those two huge stars coming in, and then for them both to be really good.
They found
immediately.
this. They found this clip from Angel when she was in college, saying, "Yeah, Caitlin's a great competitor. Da, 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 da. Like maybe one day I'll get to be teammates with her." And now they're playing it because they're going to be teammates at All-Star. It's really cute. It's a nice little full circle.
And then maybe they can have maybe they can embrace and show everybody that they're friends. I don't know.
They did that after.
They did?
Yeah, the LSU and stuff.
Oh no! There's been all kinds of smoke since they've gotten to the WNBA.
She like clotheslined her.
So I had my podcast last Thursday with Rakia Jackson, who she actually was drafted this year before Angel Reese, and she talked a lot about the physicality too. And I think we're gonna talk about this over and over, but she says as a rookie, like she's getting pounded as well. It's just no one watches Rakia Jackson. Only people are watching Caitlin Clark.
It's
so.
way more
I think
physical.
that's fair.
The physicality of the league is it's way.
Yeah, she says she's been humbled a few times by some of the vets.
And we've seen. I mean, who was it? Was it Kelsey Plum or who was the one that? There's somebody else that got just clotheslined one night.
Everyone has just been getting.
Yeah. Chicks need to chill out. Do they not do the head or neck thing like the flagrant fouls in the NBA?
The 80s.
I feel like they stay clubbing each other in the head.
In the grand scheme, like women's basketball is still very, very young on the professional level.
No question.
So it's much like maybe it is like the 70s, 80s in the NBA.
True,
And the
that's totally
NBA was
fair.
still kind of a younger league, and like they were taking each other's heads off on the fast break.
That's true. That's
It's
about
fun.
when
It's a
it.
fun league.
What's it been? 20 something years.
It's still very young. The WNBA is still in its
They had their
its infancy.
25th anniversary, 3 years ago?
Right, and the NBA just did
Just
a
had
couple
it
of years
75.
ago. 75. Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both delivering. Number 9, he did not do it for leverage, but it worked. Dan Hurley got a 6-year, $50 million contract from UConn. Led the Huskies to back-to-back national championships. Turned down an offer from the Lakers. His new deal is $50 million over 6 years, with and that is before performance-based incentives. He rejected a 6-year, $70 million offer to become the Lakers head coach, and so he is staying there at UConn, where he is in 6 seasons, 141-58, and has obviously made 4 straight NCAA tournament appearances and consecutive national titles. So, anyways, we know that the Lakers ended up hiring J.J. Redick. We talked about this all through, and no matter what Dan Hurley says, it was all so strange, and I don't deny that there are probably some. It sounded like Jeannie Buss really wanted Dan Hurley, but the whole reporting on that and everything, that dalliance was all so weird.
Everything was weird around
And
that entire team.
I really felt like, and obviously Woj and Hurley have this very close relationship, so that was a strange portion of this as well. I felt like if you're Dan Hurley, it was one of those things where you will get more money from you. It's good to have your name in there and be the guy that the Lakers want, even if you're not, even if you're never going to take that job. And I know he said, "Oh, it's anguish," whatever. But you try to be a part of that LeBron Bronny operation right now. They're not winning. And it's not the job to take over a young team and develop your culture and have it all, be the way you want it to be. Yeah. I don't doubt that Dan Hurley is going to be an NBA coach one day and test himself at that level. That's not the team to take over. No. He needs to take over a young team, right? Not a team that's got LeBron James and Anthony Davis and LeBron James' son on it. Yeah. With a front office that's all splintered and who knows who has the power there. But he would get more money from UConn. And then the other thing is, you're the guy that turned them down, so you're always desirable. It's good to just have your name in a hat. And then you tell them no, and then you go back to UConn, and you've got your, now you got your 6-year, $50 million deal. And I would imagine he will, now when these jobs come up in the future, Dan Hurley's name is going to be out there as a guy that's a possible. So it wasn't bad to get. I always thought it was. I didn't think it was for leverage necessarily to get get more money out of UConn. Yeah. I thought it was get your name in the hat and turn down the Lakers, because you will be the guy that turned down the Lakers, and you will be. That means they want you. When it gets to the point that the Lakers really want you, and then you can say no to the Lakers, then the next time around when somebody needs a coach, they're like, oh yeah, well, what about Dan Hurley? Maybe this is the right fit for him. Right? And you also have set the table. You've set that standard where look at how much money he was going to be getting there. So you kind of know, look, this is what I turned down, and that was to coach the premier franchise.
So now you know what it'll take to get me. Yeah.
And so I don't doubt that Dan Hurley will eventually coach on an NBA sideline, but for right now, he got a 6-year deal with UConn. Number 10 tonight. So
we're here.
Games. Yeah.
I'll be sitting right in this seat, actually.
You can watch tonight, 7:30 tonight. The pregame show will be on with Kelsey Wright Johnson
on the Grind City Media app, not the YouTube.
Not the YouTube.
The Grind City on the app. Go to the App Store and download it.
Download the Grind City Media app.
From the App Store.
From the App Store. And Kelsey, Rob, and Lang are going to be doing the pregame show and the halftime show tonight. They're going to check in with Mike Wallace from there. And then the game will be on at 8 o'clock tonight. Mm-hmm. All right. Edie prediction before we get out of here.
14-11.
Can I just take the over?
In both?
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Do we have lines on this?
I take the over in points and the under on rebounds. Ooh, unless he's just getting his own offensive rebounds.
A new Z-bounds.
I'm going to say... All right, I'm going to write these down so we have them for tomorrow. All right, what'd you say?
14-11.
14 points, 11 rebounds. Kels?
I'm going to go 20 and 10.
20 and 10.
Mm-hmm.
I will say... I'm gonna say it takes a minute before they start passing to him all the time. So I'll go conservative. I'll say 16 and 9. 16 and 9. I don't think he's gonna play a million minutes. Trey Jefferson's gonna play.
Yeah.
There's another one, right?
Yeah,
There's another
good point.
big guy that's gonna play, and
I just think he
he's gonna
comes
play
out with
real
a
minutes.
bang.
All right, so I say 16 and 9. You say 20 and 10. Roser says 14 and 11 for
we're all over the
Zach
place.
Edey tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to see it, though. I will say. I am excited
Do we
to see it.
know
The other thing, is Walker Kessler playing?
That's what I was going to ask.
Because we might need to fix this.
Do we know?
We have a line. Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Walker Kessler's playing?
Oh,
And Kenny?
We've got some props, too.
Oh.
So we do have a line on the game. Oh, yeah, we got a line. We have a line.
Good.
Jazz -5.
Okay.
The over-under is 184.
Jeez.
If you
184?
if you like the Grizz on the money line, plus 170.
Okay.
They have a special.
Oh.
Big Z, Zach Edey, 20 or more points, plus 500.
What?
Plus 500. Yeah.
Yo.
Plus 500.
I might have gone too high, consider if Walker Kessler plays.
A
Why went
double-double.
20?
Because he's going up against another 7-footer. You know what I mean?
Walker Kessler
With
double-double.
NBA experience.
A Walker Kessler double-double. These are the points, rebounds, props they have. A Walker Kessler double-double, -160. A Zach Edey double-double, plus 125.
Oh. Well, I had 16 and 9.
Now, if you want Edey just 10 or more points, -275.
Oh.
10 or more?
You said,
He's
look,
gonna make-
if
he's gonna
Kelsey's
10
right
points.
and he gets 20,
I'd be-
plus 500.
I'd be rich.
Let me
Wow.
see. What do we have on GG? We got to have some stuff on GG. Points on GG. GG's 20 or more points, -195.
Oh, wow.
Laravia, 15 or more points is -275. I love. We have summer league player props. This
That's
is
crazy.
some degenerate stuff.
That's ridiculous.
Laravia to get 20 or more points is plus 125. Kind of like that.
Jake,
God.
20?
Kind of like that.
Wow.
Let him cook.
All right. I can't wait to watch it. And tonight, 7:30, you can flip on the Grind City Media app and you can catch Kelsey, Fish, and Lang. Get you ready for tonight's game. And then, of course, the game at 8 o'clock. Thank you to John Roser across the glass. Thanks to Kelsey Wright Johnson. Thanks to Jalen back in the studio. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, we gone.